David Lammy went on BBC Breakfast to defend the prison release scandal and ended up humiliating himself live on air. He couldn't keep his own numbers straight, flip-flopped from 2 extra releases to 12 in seconds, refused to say whether dangerous offenders were still at large, and hid behind the pathetic excuse of no running commentary, while the public learned that violent and sex offenders are walking the streets because his department can't fill in forms properly.
Are you aware of any more violent offenders or sex offenders who've been let out of jail by mistake on your watch?
Well, I made a statement to Parliament a few weeks ago, and at that stage I reported, and that was unusual because usually the records are reported in July. 91 people had been released in error. At that stage there were 3 people at large who had been released in error. That figure has come down, and I'm pleased about that. But I've said that I'm not going to give a running commentary, Sophie, and the reason for that is we have a system. Data has to be properly validated. We also have a system where if someone is at large, the police are asked to do that.
Are you aware of any more violent offenders or sex offenders?
There have been releases in error since I made that statement, but I want to convey that the trend this year is fortunately downwards.
Can you give me a number on how many?
2.
There's been 2?
There have been 2.
And are they still at large, or have they been apprehended?
Sophie, it's important that I release that data in the way that it's always been released. And it's also important that I work with police where someone is at large, and sometimes, because the police are about to nab somebody, they actually don't want me to discuss it. And it's important that they get under.
But are those 2 people still at large or not? Are they?
There are 2 people currently at large.
Okay.
Lammy is failing because he inherited a mess and has made it worse. Erroneous releases have more than doubled on his watch. The fixes are checklists and warm words. And every time he opens his mouth, he sounds evasive, unprepared and out of his depth. He's not in control of his brief. He can't communicate basic facts without tripping over himself. And the result is a justice secretary who has become the public face of incompetence, while dangerous criminals remain on the loose. That's why he keeps humiliating himself and why, 5 months in, he's already a liability.